Good morning, everybody. It is Monday morning, June 12th. So I have a little bit of good news. I finally got my Q streaming set up on my TV. I watched it off and on yesterday afternoon. So far, I have been relatively impressed by their offerings. I did a few searches on specific shows on Netflix and Peacock that I watch, and I was trying to figure out, is it time for me to let go of Netflix and Peacock? I believe it is because I found several shows that I watch on both of those channels, and there's no use me paying those fees when I can get it on Q streaming. There was a little bit of buffering yesterday afternoon, but I'm okay with that because for the price and for the available channels and everything they have, I think it's a great deal. So anyway, I am planning as soon as I get my referral fee, which is what I'm still waiting on. So we're taking baby steps. And my mind is going crazy with different ways to promote this to apartment complexes and different things. It's like my creative juices are flowing, but I don't have the referral link yet, and that's just about to drive me insane. But in the meantime, I'm processing and getting things together. But like I said, after I get my referral link, I'm gonna do a video and go over and through a lot of the channels so everybody can see what they offer. Again, pleasantly surprised, very pleasantly surprised. So anyway, let's see what's going on for the next 7 days for the collective. Last week when I did this, we were all waiting, chomping at the bit and waiting. I'm still doing that a little bit, but I feel like I'm making headway slightly. That card went out. So let's see what we have to look forward this week. Please let it be good. What are we looking forward? What are we looking for this week? What do we got going here? And that one also wants out. What have we got going here? And that one wanted out and I caught it. What do we got going here? What do we got going here? Okay. Okay. 5 cards. Let's start with those. First one is the Hierophant. Something from a higher up, an official, an authority figure. And the next one is the Ace of Cups. And I feel like that is going to make us very, very happy. And the next one is the Five of Swords. Still stuck a little bit in the thoughts. So it feels like there's still stuff coming out. Good stuff coming out, but still some negative thoughts coming in your head. So we haven't, I haven't, all of us haven't moved out of the negative thought processes that kind of hold us back and keep us stuck. So we're still in those negative thought processes. And then the Nine of Wands comes out. And I feel like that's like we are so close to putting the burdens down. But our thought processes are what's holding us up right now. And then the last one that came out was the Queen of Wands in the reverse position. In this one, in this one, she looks like she is surrendering. She looks like she is surrendering to the universe, God, source, creator. But the card was upside down. So she hasn't surrendered yet. So that's part of the process. It's like things are starting to come out. Our thoughts need to move forward in order for us to surrender so we can continue going forward. So it's our thought process right now that's the problem. It's not I feel like it's not the outside world at the moment that's the problem. It's our thought process and the fact that we haven't surrendered that is the problem. Okay. Let's do 5 more cards. Man, I'm getting hot. Whew, I feel like I'm sweating. There's one. All right, what else? What else is going on this week that can clarify perhaps this row of cards that I just got out? What else is going on that can help clarify? I don't know if I want all those or not. I want this one and this one. I don't want those two for whatever reason. Yeah, okay, so what do we got here? Okay, so, whoops. Okay, the Chariot came up in the reverse position. That's like the forward movement card. So, oh man, I think we got another week of waiting. Although the Emperor card came up in the upright, the Five of Swords. So, okay, so the Five of Swords came up in the reverse, and that's kind of like that fighting card. Okay, so maybe that's, oh wait, it's the Five of Wands. And the Judgment card. All right, so let me think about this. So, because the the Chariot card came out, I feel like we are really, really close to moving forward. It's like the Emperor is there. It feels like they are ready. I mean, it's like, I feel like I want to say ready, set, go. We are waiting on that to go off so we can move forward. The Emperor's there. They're ready. They're done with the fighting. The Five of Wands is in the reverse position, and the Judgment card is there. And it kind of feels like, like she's praying there and everything. So everything that we have been praying for is this close to coming out. The two things that need to happen at the moment is we've got to get those negative thoughts out of our head, because I feel like those negative thoughts are what's holding us back. We haven't surrendered. We still think we have some control over this situation, and we do not. So if you can just kind of put those burdens down to the side and let the flow happen, it's like I feel like we are the reason the flow hasn't went forward yet, is because it's like we are so tight that we've got it squeezed off, and we need to relax. Which reminds me, that does make total sense of what's been going on with me. We have feminine and masculine energy within both of us. My personal masculine energy has been work, 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 work. I mean, I feel like they've just been like, we've got work to do. You've got a move to make. You have got to get going. We have got to make this happen. And at the same time, physically and mentally, I have been completely exhausted. At the same time, the feminine energy in me was over here going, you need to take a break. You need to take a vacation. You need to not work this weekend. You need to take a chill pill. And I mean, when I say it was like those two were fighting with each other within me, I can't even explain it, because I kept wanting to go to the computer and work on things. And then the other half of me was like, no, you need to give it a break. You need to rest. And that is really hard to do. That is really hard to do for me. I have been a workaholic my whole life. I have juggled multiple things at one time my whole life, because it's always been me supporting me. I've not had any help. So the masculine energy in me has always been work, 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 work. While the feminine side of me has been pushed to the side and basically said, you need to stay out of the way because you're not any help. But the feminine side of me, or feminine energy in me, is, like when I did the meditation about finding a new place, that was me sitting back, letting my feminine energy and intuition work its magic and get the name of the place that they wanted me to go to check out, which is probably where I'll end up living in the future. So I don't know if anybody else knows what I'm talking about or experiences that right now, where it really feels like it's a case of one side of me is like working to exhaustion, and the other half of me is trying to say, just take a break. I did some sound healing over the weekend. I'm forced myself to not work the whole weekend on the computer doing stuff, although I still did quite a bit. So it was a struggle. Let me tell you, it was a struggle. Knowing what is coming up ahead of me and trying to surrender and not work myself into complete exhaustion. All right. So I have the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards, and will you please give us any last words of advice that we should keep an eye on over this next 7 days? Last words of advice that we should keep a lookout for over the next 7 days. There's one. There's another one. Things that we should be on the lookout for over the next 7 days that will help us get through this, that will help us put our negative thoughts down, that will help us surrender. What else guidance can you give us? Well, okay. So the first card that came up was the arts. Express yourself through creative activities. That would be a good way to surrender and have some fun. The next one is Austera, fertility. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So it looks like, I do believe we are in the process of starting a new cycle, or at least I am. Damara, guiding children. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. That could be anybody. I'm not sure if that belongs to me or not. And the other one is, Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. That goes along with the surrender card. And the other one is blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process and do not give up. Okay, so that is the advice from Spirit, Universe, God, whatever you want to call it, for the next 7 days. We need to get rid of our negative thoughts. We need to surrender that this is in place. If you haven't started a manifesting journal, that might help you focus on the stuff that you are trying to bring in. That might also help, you can't have a negative thought and a positive thought at the same time. So if you are struggling with negative thoughts, if you are writing positive stuff down and focusing on positive things coming in, you are moving the negative to the side and bringing in the positive. So think about that as something that you can physically do to bring in the goodness in your life. Have a good week. We are there, almost there. I mean, it's like, it feels like all we have to do is just like walk through the gate. We are so close. All right, everybody have a good week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.